darlings, welcome back to 26 Ways to Draw a Letter. I'm your host, Lisa, and this show is brought to you by Secure. Just want to mention that some of the letters that we are drawing here in this series might not look like letters, and some of them might not look like the letters that they're supposed to be. And that is fine. That is fine, because perfection has no home here. This is a creativity boosting exercise. This is a muscle memory upgrading exercise. This is a mindful exercise. So perfection doesn't live here. It shouldn't, at least. Because if it does, you won't get the same output. You have to cross over the boundary before you know it's there, right? So that's what we do. Like, we explore how much can you twerk and bend and shuffle a letter before it stops being that letter. Okay? Good. Pen and a paper or the worksheet that you can download from the link below, whatever you want, as long as you join me. Letter P.
Okay, so the letter P today. As always, I'm using the Sakura Pigment Microns, and the P is, as you know, both straight and round. Okay, a little bit of both. First, I'm thinking like easy ornamented, like it's almost like it's a kind of serifs. These, you know. There, and that one goes into the arch there and down. Not the best form, but it'll have to do. So I'm just gonna draw a line in each to get like confuse the eye a little bit away from the wobbly shape of this letter. Okay, so next up, now I'm thinking one line P like this, and perhaps we can make some sort of leaves on it, doing them like this. Leaves or just a pattern, whatever you want to call it. It's easy and quick to do it. Basically, it's a bunch of 8s, right? Ooh, you know what it looks like? It looks like either a spine or a centipede. I thought it was gonna look like, you know, leaves on a branch or something. It doesn't. Oh well. Moving on to the next one, and here I'm thinking, you know, a straight line and make the curved line very round, almost like a circle. That's, oh, you're gonna see. So I'm trying to, round shapes are so hard for my hand. I don't know why, but it is hard. I really need to practice this more. Anyways, so here it is, round and straight. Okay, big letter now. I think I'll do a block letter, not serif, but well, almost. That out and curved down there, and perhaps we can make some sort of drop shadow here. So the drop shadow, it's called a drop shadow when the shadow is separated from the letter, so it's not directly attached to it, right? You can almost hear that. And the name. So let's see if we can make the shadow. Yep, so I'm going with the finer micron here. It's the size 8, as mentioned before. And I'm doing these small lines that we'll have to do because I can't paint gray, because I only have black fine liners here today. Okay, so this is a pea that has a small stem and a huge, ooh, look, it looks like a nose. It's like, and then a couple of teeth, like it's a, and some whiskers. But such a stupid letter. Okay, curves that ends up in some sort of small, also ornaments. So we're having, I'm just gonna make them round like that, there, there. Yeah, and you know, perhaps a few extras. And you know what I like? I like drops. In case you didn't know, you know now. I like drops. I add them everywhere. It's kind of stupid. I can't help it. It's like occupational hazard or something. Okay, so here's an illustration, a doodle of what could be perceived as a pea. If you really want it to look like a pea, it's a flag, you say. Yes, it is, and no. See, because the flag is not attached completely to the pole, thus it is a pea. Also, it's a flag that with a heart on, and love is a good thing. So yeah, next letter. This time I'm thinking a huge or very like robust kind of stem or back, if you will, of the letter. Oops, sliding paper. While the curved line, the arch, is tiny, like that. It's kind of a great idea to play a little bit with the proportions of letters. What is thick can be thin, and the other way around. What is round could be like pointy or straight, and so on. Now this, if the last letter I did was robust, then this is steady. I'm even gonna make it even more robust. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna need to fill all this in with black here, of course. This is a letter P with almost no negative space at all. It's all black. If you're drawing along with me, you're all obviously also filling in that black. If you're not, or if you're only watching, then you can spend this time thinking about what next letter could look like. I'm gonna make something quite the opposite of this, without straight lines or 90-degree angles, or at least not any harsh, pointy edges, okay? And again, I'm making the negative space even lesser. This is a steady P. You can't, like, the wind can't blow this one over. It's standing its ground. Like that. I should have made the serif bigger. Oh. Okay, so the next letter, like I said, no sharp edges or corners. And the shape is also kind of different. It's almost like a triangle here, right? There. There. I'm gonna close that one too, right? A balloon pea, perhaps, or at least a bubbly, soft, squishy pea. With a tiny hole, and I'm gonna use the size 8 to make lines that will act as shade to enhance the bubbliness. Okay, so the shade goes there, and also, of course, where the hole in the middle is there, also shade. Yeah, so that's a bubbly pea. Okay, so now I'm thinking like boards, planks, or perhaps even driftwood, you know, where the wood is very like irregular and weird, or whatever. This is a plank pea. Let's use the word plank because it starts with a P. So I'm gonna let them intertwine a bit. So let's see, that one goes over. It's not easy, people. It's like mathematics here. So that one goes there. And that one goes over the one below. There, right? And that one comes out. Well, not exact. Oh, okay. There's a weird looking driftwood or plank pea. Okay, a straight pea with serifs, slab serifs, but it is kind of thin and straight. So we're not doing the rounded lines here, but the straight ones. All straight lines. And this is practically a square, right? This is a square in the middle. So, and then I'm thinking perhaps the straight lines doesn't have to be straight. Look, the descender or the stem of this pea is a curved one. And there, and perhaps we can make it go from dark to lighter. Like if we, also I need to fix that one a little bit. So if we make the bottom half black and then we fill the rest in with lines that, and we put more and more space between the lines. So it's going from dark, pitch black, which is here, and to lighter and lighter. So I'm going to show you. The first line is very close. The other one's a little further apart, and the third one is even further away from the last one, and you get the picture, right? There. And there. Okay, that one wasn't necessary, really. A P drawn in one line that is sort of thick and wait, I'm making this up as I go. Okay, yeah, so like this. I'm not breaking the line, I'm not crossing other lines, I'm just filling this one in until it's a P filled with, ooh, I crossed. Okay, there. It's a P made out of one line that almost doesn't touch other lines. So P is basically made up of a straight line and a round shape, right? So let's exaggerate. That was what I was gonna say. Let's exaggerate. Exaggerate. Jeez. Let's exaggerate that a little bit. So here is a very round shape and a very straight one. And to sort of make them even further apart, like two different objects, I'm doing the circle. I'm filling it in with squares or lines, whatever. Basic, rather thick block P coming up with a few highlights. One there and one there, right? Okay, so the next one I'm thinking that I'm gonna fill with circles like that. So we can just pretend that one of the circles is a negative space within this arch. Or we can just say that this P doesn't have any hole in it. You can still see that it's a P, right? Even if it's filled with this circular pattern. And as I'm going, I'm thinking that maybe we should fill in the space between the circles. So it's more like a black letter with white circles on it, like the P is black. And then there's white circles spread out on the surface of it. Yeah. So the circles are done, and then I'm going over quickly, just erasing the space between circles. Once more, and I know I told you this when we did O last time, it's like, it's very, very fascinating to me still to this day how small details add up. I mean, they can really change the image, the sentiment, the feeling, the look of something, even though it's just a small thing. So there is that P, and here's a script P monoline there. Next up is a illustration. I'm thinking axe, perhaps. There and off. So here's this stone, the iron thing. Yeah, not sure axes look like that. No, they don't. But in my book, right here, they do, and it is a P. You can totally see it's a P, right? Okay, onto my beloved slab serifs. No, I love them dearly. You must know that by now. But even if I draw several letters with slab serif, they can still look different. And I'm thinking that I need an outline on this one. Also because I need to touch up some details, which is here. Need to make that a little bit higher there. All of this outline business just because I needed to touch up the negative space there within the letter. On the other hand, when you have this kind of outline on a letter, it adds something, doesn't it? There. I need to, can't stop, won't stop. Just gonna make that one. Yeah. Leaving it now for a more artsy or modern or whatever P. There. Cool, huh? And a regular type of P, I want this one to be filled in with black. It's been a while. So I'm thinking like that. I can draw them on top of each other because I'm going to fill them in anyway. So there. I don't want it to touch really, just almost. And after this one, I have 3 more to go, I think. Sometimes it's hard to count as you draw, but I think it's 3 to go. Yeah. And I want to do, I need a curvy P. Curvy without ornaments. Where there's no straight line inside. So, okay, follow me. It's almost like an S, right? This is the stem. Here. There. And then we're thickening parts of the line, like that part and also that part. So here's a S, like camouflaging as a P. A S and a C makes up for a P. I don't know why, but I thought of old like computer games or, well, Minecraft for that matter. So I'm going to make a P by filling in boxes. So first I'm drawing the grid. That will leave us with a lot of squares, and then I'm simply just going to fill some of them in until I have the shape of the letter P. So this is the stem. And that, and then we're gonna like do the diagonal thing here. Oops, there, yeah, back in. There. Letter P in squares. Last one. I've been longing to do this. This is the flight of a, just gonna grab the finer micron here. The flight of a paper plane. Oops. And down there. That is the last P. That makes 26 of them. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.